Hey everyone, Tech here. Welcome to Tech's Tavern. Grab a brew, pull up a chair, and let's begin a new kind of blind LP basically for Shadowrun Returns, as you can see here on the screen. So first of all, I just want to say I've been anticipating this game for quite a while. I'm definitely a fan of some of the Shadowrun lore. I don't have a lot of experience with the old RPGs. I mean, I'm a little familiar with it, and I may have touched the old like Sega Genesis, I believe it was, version of Shadowrun many years ago, but don't really recall it that well. I mean, what is Shadowrun basically? For those not familiar, it was a science fiction role-playing game that was came out back in like 1989 by FASA, I think was the name of the company, which eventually I guess went to WizKids, and then I think a couple other companies did stuff with the IP. But there was the role-playing game, and I think actually they're like coming out. I just read they're coming out with their 5th edition of Shadowrun. I mean, this is kind of like one of the makers of Shadowrun, I think, declared recently that 2013 is the year of Shadowrun because they're coming out with their new 5th edition rules, I guess, and various things to enhance the role-playing game itself. Then you have the Shadowrun Returns game here that just came out, and then you also have a card game, an actual physical card game for Shadowruns coming out, kind of a cooperative one. I think it's called like Shadowrun, I wrote it down here somewhere, Shadowrun Crossfire. And then there's an adventure deck building game, Shadowrun, or no, there's another game called Shadowrun Sprawl Gangers. It's a miniatures game, kind of a tactical miniatures combat game coming out. And then I think there's another game coming out called what is it called? Shadowrun Hostile Takeover, which is a board game that's supposed to be coming out in 2014. So there's several things coming out, and there's also supposedly some new books coming out, and then I guess there's a Shadowrun Online MMORPG coming out at some point as well. So there's a lot of things going on with Shadowrun right now, and this is just kind of one of the first big ones you're hearing about, unless you're familiar with the actual pen and paper RPG. And it's kind of a cyberpunk near future fantasy kind of a genre to it. If you're not familiar with it, you kind of have orcs and elves and things like that with you know, cyberpunk near future settings as far as weapons and some of the things like that. So it's not, you know, real far-flung fantasy. I mean, actually, I believe some of the stuff that when the RPG started back in 1989, some of the stuff was like in the future was set for like 2011 and 2012 and stuff like that. So it's kind of caught up to some of the lore of the actual storyline. So anyway, the Shadowrun Returns is a new, brand new game. Just came out by Harebrained Schemes, as you can see down here on the bottom. It's actually a kind of a RPG with turn-based tactical combat, similar to, say, like a XCOM sort of a game or something to that effect. And you'll see. I haven't really played it much. I just got the game installed. I got in to make sure all the settings and everything was running correctly. Kind of got in, just played like 3 minutes of it just to make sure it was running, and then got out and started this. So we will go ahead and start a new game of Shadowrun. Now, one big thing that's going to be really cool about this game is it has a editor that people are going to be able to use to create custom stories. So you're going to be able to actually play other people's stories on this game, and it's going to fill up. So as you can see, the developers, it's actually just kind of listed here as an installed, you know, game to play. So eventually you'll be able to, I guess, find more stories here. I'm not going to click into this now, but and download new ones, which that's really, really cool, and it's going to make this game have some great legs to it long term. So we'll go ahead and launch into this and see what all's up. We will do a mail. I'm going to try to get through some of this stuff fairly quick so we can kind of get a little bit of progress in this first episode. You got different races to play. We got human, elf, dwarf, orc, and troll. I think I'm going to play a dwarf because they're probably the only one that's going to have a decent beard of any kind. And then you have your different classes. You have kind of a street samurai. And basically my understanding of how this game works, and again, I have not really played it at all, is you kind of create your one main character that you control, but over the course of the game, you will recruit you know, other characters, sidekicks to play along with you. Okay, so you have a street samurai, you have a mage, a decker. I've heard that deckers are very important, is my understanding, because they're able to interface with the Matrix to bypass certain things and whatnot. And I've heard they're very important, that if you don't roll one, you definitely want to pick one up as a sidekick at some point. Shaman, kind of got your druid stuff going on. It reads quickly there. Rigger, cybertech inject their mind into and control small robot-like vehicles called drones. I'm not a big pet class playing kind of person, but I would think in a turn-based strategy game it wouldn't be as problematic as it is like on MMOs and more live RPGs. Riggers use their rigging abilities to provide surveillance, support, and extra firepower when required. Atoms are magically active characters or focus. Okay, I don't want magic. I want, like, what I want to do is I want to do guns. I'm going to go with this guy. I'm going to be a dwarf engineer. Highly. Okay, there better be some dudes. I'm gonna play this. It sounds like they kind of use little drones and maybe set up little turrets and drones and things like that, which will be kind of, I think that'll be kind of neat and different. Alright, there we go. That's the kind of, oh yeah, I'm liking that look. Let's go ahead and click through a few more. Well, that is a fine beard as well. Okay, beard with the goggles, I like that look. I think we're gonna have to go with that. Excellent. Karma represents the experience characters earn while running in the shadows and achieving goals. Karma is used to improve attributes and skills. An attribute or skill rating can be increased by spending karma equal to the next increment of that rating. Thus, improving your body from 4 to 5 requires you to spend 5 karma points. You have some karma available now to customize your character. Hope everybody caught all that. This looks very overly complicated the way they laid this out. Maybe that's just me. And I only have 5 to spend anyway. We got here body, quickness, strength. Okay, used in decking and rigging to calculate the chance to hit with computer programs or drones. Also used to reduce the chance to be hit by enemy programs in the Matrix. Okay, well that seems like it'd be useful for what I'm doing. Magical attacks. Used to calculate the chance to control spirits. Okay, that stuff's all not what I'm messing with. Used to calculate the chance to hit with melee or throwing weapons. Also determines how far a grenade can be thrown. Main component use quickness. Used to calculate the chance to hit in ranged combat. Reduces the chance. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we're kind of baseline. I don't know what the line is saying. I guess what that's saying is in order to get your ranged combat higher than 3, you have to raise your quickness higher, and it's showing the little line showing the cutoff of the max you can get to. Okay, that makes sense. I understand that. Melee. So it looks like we're kind of already guns a little bit anyway, and then our intelligence is up a little bit. Okay, so the question is on these 5 points, do I want to spend it on the drone stuff? Let's see, what do we have already? Biotech grants a bonus to the hit points recovered when using a medikit. I'm not worried about that right now. Required for decking. ESP control increases the power of the decker's expert systems programs in the Matrix. Drone control. Can equip Class C drones. Can equip B. Okay, so you got like filler points where you just burn in points. So if I wanted to get up to that one, adds abilities and bonuses. +1 armor, 5 accuracy, okay. To the drones. Okay, I'm not going to worry heavy on the drones right at the get-go. So, I mean, I'll put points in that as we go. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my points into the ranged combat, actually. SMG. Rifle or SMG? I think we'll go with rifle. See, I should be able to put points in this already, because according to this... Let's see. My quickness is 3. Ranged combat. Okay. So if I do that... Okay, I see what's going on. Okay. So I gotta raise the ranged combat first, and then I can get into rifle. Gotcha. So this will be 2. And then I only have 1 point left. So we'll put that down into... Drone 1 armor. Or decking. I don't know if that decking does me any good being a rigger. I'm not in the hit points thing. What's this? 5% accuracy. Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and... Oh, I gotta go into this first before I can do that. Okay. Yeah, it's confusing how they did this. I'm sure there's a better way it could have been laid out, but I understand what's going on. So in order to do this to 2, I gotta get this to 2 first so this line moves. Gotcha. And then all 3 of these are controlled. Well, no, these 2 are controlled by this. And then this one appears to be controlled by this. Okay, fine. We'll just leave that extra point. You may spend karma later, anytime by accessing... Yes, we'll spend it later. Alright, choosing etiquette. Etiquette is about knowing how to behave in various social situations. The right etiquette can give you an edge in certain conversations. Choose an etiquette from the list below. Choosing an etiquette does not cost karma, and each etiquette can only be chosen once. So corporate, security, gang, socialite, shadowrunner, street, or academic. We'll go with shadowrunner. I'm sure that's what everybody picks. Ticker. Alright, let's get into it. Down and out, your apartment, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's got 4 walls, a roof, and it isn't on fire. Excellent. Even the cockroaches have fled in search of better accommodations. Not exactly a runner's dream pad, but right now it's all you have left. Running in the shadows is all about feast or famine. One day you're Nova Hot, working jobs that allow you to eat at 5-star restaurants. The next, well, you're here. This one's a famine for the ages. A slagging fixer hasn't called, the money's run out, and then some. Sinless and free to starve in the cracks of society run by megacorps who just want your nine, which is the money. Something needs to change, and soon. Alright. So, you can see, kind of can move around a little bit. You can actually zoom in. The graphics look, I mean, this is perfect for me. For a turn-based tactical strategy game, this is how you want it. Alright, so we have some things to investigate, it looks like. Slip of paper with your bank balance, enough to cover you through the end of the week. Excellent. Okay, another one over here. Your computer state of the art in 2050, broken since 2051. Your notebook, calendar, contacts, that kind of thing. View my list of contacts. No response to messages. Dowd, dead. Missing, dead. Gutter somewhere, dead. Retired, dead. Yeah, my contacts aren't looking that great. And of course my calendar is completely clear. New objective, answer your vid phone. Alright. Objective complete. We finished our first quest. We are that much closer to winning. Sam Watts. The screen leaps to life, making you squint against its brightness. The face on the screen is laughing. Sam Watts. Hey, buddy, hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. He giggles. He's drunk again or worse. I shouldn't have given you my comm code, gonk. I was going to say punk, but... Another giggle. Oh, don't bother with your side of the conversation. I'm not really here. Just one reason for this vid. Someone finally geeked me. I'm dead. I probably had it coming. Yeah, you got a pretty smart aleck look. When you're an unsavory character like myself, you tend to associate with other unsavory characters who often partake in unsavory business, like you, for example. So why am I dead? Who knows? Probably my fault. I wonder where you are right now. I bet you hit a big payday. Nah, not exactly. Living on the high hog somewhere. Some of us were born winners and some of us are, well, I guess dead. Hey, you remember that Renraku run when things went to hell and we lost Dowd? Oh, he was in the contacts, wasn't he? Or that makeshift saloon on the docks afterwards? I really had your back that night, didn't I? Dowd, that's a name you haven't heard in a long time. Uh-oh, warning, incoming flashback sequence, I imagine. Right. 3 years ago, makeshift bar in Seattle docks, the night Dowd went down. Sangoma, man, she's a looker. That's what I'm talking about. Don't want to be kissing her, though. Sangoma is an urban shaman who proved her worth during a run against Fuchi last fall. She's the quiet type, an experienced runner. And she probably shouldn't talk too much. It could hurt. We're out in the open here, Tecker. Let's see. Our fixer owes us for the run and for Dowd. We wait. Your call. Damn right it is. We should be over here drinking some of this beer. This is definitely not Tech's Tavern, no. Looks like it's built in a parking lot. New Larry. I don't like new guys. You've been running with New Larry for about 6 months now. He's a combat mage with a bad tattoo. That's an understatement. He died. Never saw anybody die like that before, idiot. What's your mouth? He shakes his head. I hate this fragging city, Tecker. It's wet and the rain feels like acid, and I want out of here. Shut your screamer about the rain. We lost a man tonight. Sounded like a good response. So, sorry. I'm just really ready to go home. Portland's way more my speed. I don't know, Tecker. Sam is a good guy and can hold his own in a fight, but he's been hitting the bottle pretty good lately. Never on the run so far. Oh, Sam is a good guy. I was kind of reading that out of context. So this is our buddy saying, I don't know. He shakes his head. That run went sideways 9 ways to Sunday. Now the fixer is late. Yeah, does it smell funny to you too? Hell yeah, it smells funny. Look at where he set the meeting. This was supposed to be a public place. Yeah, this is looking quite suspect, isn't it? Cut the dreck, Sam. We both know why Dad went down, and it wasn't the fixer or some other paranoid chip dream of yours. Well, he's getting him a little lip, isn't he? Sam smiles a toothy smile. Toothy smile. It's excellent. I've been waiting for this all night. New Larry has something he wants to say, don't you, Larry? Go ahead and spill it. You were sloppy. Oh, hell. Fight going down. He laughs. Sloppy? You think I was sloppy? You've been twitchy all day, son. Look at your hands. They're shaking. Is that true, Sam? Did you miss a beat back there? No, Tecker, I did not miss a beat. I was on my game the whole time. Remember, I was on point. New Larry was supposed to cover Dowd. Something dawns on him. He leans in to New Larry, amused and dangerous. We were set up, and he knows it. Don't you, Larry? What was the call you made before we hit Renraku? How come you couldn't geek that guy before he unloaded on Dowd? I've seen you fling a lightning bolt, son. He should have been burnt toast before his gun cleared the holster. New Larry checks his watch, licks his lips, looks over your shoulder in the darkness. He's looking for someone, and it's not the fixer. Okay, I can see where this is going. You chummers are damaged. I'm out. Oh, I smell a rat. Did you keep us here long enough, Larry? He stops and a smile slowly appears on his face. Looks that way. Sorry, Tecker. I kinda like you. I just like money better. You son of a... We've got incoming. New Larry. New Larry relaxes and throws you a drunk-eating grin. Looks like my new ring crew friends are finally here. They're gonna take that hard drive off your corpse, buddy. Sam Watts says, we should choose our friends more carefully, Tecker. That guy was never my friend. Mine either. Think I'll shoot him. Sounds like a good plan. Oh, hell. Here we go. Alright. Turn-based combat. You're now in turn-based combat mode. Each character on your team has an action pool. Spend those actions on movement attacks or using spells and items. Once your team turn is complete, the enemy will move and attack. Additional tutorial information. Excellent. Thank you. Okay, from watching videos, I kind of know a little bit of this. Every character gets like 2 turns, and you can access some abilities down here. So like, it's his go, and I can go in here and do a spray and pray, or burst fire, stuff like that. And you can kind of see the cover where he can move, so if I move him, and see, it's kind of showing me the cover. That'd be like half cover this direction, full cover that direction. I could move right there and get full cover, so let's do that. Let's move right there, and then let's... What is this? 2 attacks in 1 action. Low accuracy, low critical damage, uses 6 bullets. Let's do that anyway. Alright. Okay. What's going on here? See, I'm not familiar with all this yet. Okay, so let's see how this works. This is my drone. Okay. Unarmed combat. Okay, gotcha. Okay, follow off. Do I gotta turn it on? Oh, hell. Like I said, I'm just kind of blindly doing this. Can I move it? Oh, okay. That's kind of neat. It's like it's almost a whole other character. Did that count as 1 action? Okay, I guess it did. So I used 1 action using the turret, and then I can use the other action for my guy, which... Can I get him all the way? Okay, that used his action. Okay. I'll have to get used to the whole actions thing. Alright. With her, I'm just going to see if I can finish off him without even moving. There we go. And then I think she has another shot. Try to hit this guy. Wow! She's just owning fools up in this joint. Oh. My boy took one in the private section there, it looked like. Okay, so my turn now. Can I move? Move there. Okay, I don't understand the whole drone point action allocation thing that's going on here, because I only got 1 turn with him, but then it looks like the drone has 2 turns, it appears. Okay, that didn't work out real well. 69. That's no cover. Okay.
Move around that way. Oh, I forgot about that guy over there. Alright, well luckily they're bad shots. Okay, so does he have a shot? Okay, see, that time I split the actions with my drone, so I'm not really... Oh man, we got more guys coming. Like I said, the whole drone and actions thing has got me a bit weird. Alright, let's just try to finish this guy. And then move him around this way. Get a better angle. And I gotta get her back on the other side for better cover. And then fire back at that guy. Okay. Oh no. That guy just shot a fireball. No, no. That didn't look good. Is he making some kind of demon pet or something? I still only got one action with him because of the drone, I guess. Let's just take a shot. Okay. Okay, and then let's take... What's this one do? 2 attacks with less chance for a critical may hit adjacent characters. Uses 8 bullets. Let's not use either of those. Let's just take normal shots. Okay. And then... we'll move up here to get a little closer. Let's see, 62, 90. Okay, 99 can hit that guy. Nice shot. Man, I need to take her along for future missions. Let's leave her back there, though. Well, we'll take a shot here. Might as well. Okay, I guess I should have moved her to better cover. Gonna have to get used to the cover system too. I mean, I love the feel and the look of the game. The graphics are really well done. I mean, this just is awesome. It looks awesome. Very impressed with it so far. Like I said, I'm a little confused on this whole actions shared with my drone thing. I don't know what this means either. Hold and follow. I'll have to do some reading before my next episode. Well, let's try to move him. Let's move where maybe I get a little better angle. And then let's move... thought he casted something over there. And this guy doesn't have a good shot either. Let's move him over here. Line of sight blocked. Let's move around there. That's better. And then let's try to get her into a better... Oh, that was a 2-action, like XCOM, kind of double sprint. Okay. Okay. Well, just as an experiment here, let's try something. If I turn the drone off... returning to master. Okay, if I turn it off and then move him now, so let's move him here. Okay. I'm just wondering, does he get 2 turns in this next time? Oh, he's got to reload. Yes, reload for 1 turn. Or 1 action. Does she have anything like... I don't think it matters. Like... Oh, well, what's this stuff? Here's all friends within 3. Yeah, let's do that. Just for fun. I had to double click on her. Okay. Oh, okay. That's how the heals work. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay, and then line of sight blocked. We'll just go ahead and reload for 1 turn. Because I kind of wanted to see what happens with my guy here. Oh. Okay, so now he gets his 2 tap. So basically when I have the drone doing stuff, I lose an action is what's going on. Got it. Well, he needs to... I need to get over. That was a wasted turn. He needs to flank and go around the other side. There we go. You okay, Sam? That was a... shaking. That was a hell of a thing. You did good. You did good, Sam. You were born for this gig, Tecker, not me so much. I think I'm gonna hang it up, find a nice brothel somewhere, stay drunk until I croak. What about you? You had a class of people to hang out with. Yeah, that's probably one thing. It's the only life I know. Well, you're a dumbass, and I'll drink to you when you're dead. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm not gonna outlast you. Guess you can drink to me. Alright. So that was some of our history with Sam, basically. So good little setup there. Kind of gives you the backstory on your buddy. You stare at Sam's face on your comm link. Shake it off the memory. Shake off the memory. Focus. I had your back that night, didn't I? Now I'm asking myself, who would care if I die? Who would give a rat's ass? Better or worse, your name is at the top of the list. Maybe it's the only name on the list. So I set up a dead man switch to send you this call. I got 100,000 insurance policy, payable when you find who creased me. Alive with a conviction or in a body bag with justification. Either works. Contact my law firm, Rogers, Murgett, and McCain when the job is... Mengert and McCain. When the job is done, they'll know what to do. He turns to his left. Chet. Camera swings to a well-dressed man sitting next to Sam. Pursuant to Mr. Watt's wishes, blah, blah, blah. So you can contact directly when the task is complete. The verification process, you must... It's on a landline, access this number. Okay, yep. Let's try to take seriously first time. Look, Tecker, I've led a direct life, and I've probably left a direct corpse. I've hurt people, hurt myself. I don't know. Maybe I just want the last word. Maybe I just want someone to give a crap that I sucked air for a while. What do you say? I'll get to the bottom of this and we'll pay. I'd say I've traded a drinking buddy for a paycheck. I'd say my schedule's pretty clear right now. It buys a lot of drinks. I'll get to the bottom of this. Someone will pay. I hope you said yes. Objective complete. Get a job. Any job. Alright. Guess I'm heading to Seattle. Well, Seattle can't be any worse than this. Alright. The dead man's switch. Your plane hits the SeaTac tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in the cramped back seat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chip to the heart of the Redmond Barrens. Organ grinders, a legal chop shop for body parts, whether from the living or the dead. If you're hurting bad enough for knowing, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. Jeez. It's also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing the Barrens has to a morgue. It seems this is where Sam Watt's body has ended up. You open the door and are assaulted with the smell of death and bleach. That's kind of the smell you get in most banks nowadays. Alright, ask the coroner about Sam Watt's game autosaved. Well, since the game is autosaved there, I think that is probably a good point to end our first episode. I don't have any idea how long this first one was, but we will go ahead and end the first episode right here. So far, I'm very much enjoying the game. Hope you guys are going to enjoy the LP. I'll make sure to throw in a lot of witty observations and banter as we go along with Tecker and his fine beard and robot buddies as they try to find out what happened to Sam. So, but again, thanks. Make sure to leave your comments, questions, and concerns below. If any of you have a really good, awesome explanation of the whole action points droid mechanic there, be sure to reference it for me. I'll probably do a little bit of research before recording the next episode. I want to try to get at least 3 or 4 episodes of this out pretty quickly, so you should see them dropping, back to back, hopefully. But please be sure to give a thumbs up, leave your comments, it's all appreciated, and I will catch you guys next time in the tavern.